Hi, sailor. Want to ride?
Ready. You're a godsend.
I've been telling you that for years.
Your sunroof work?
Benjamin, it's raining. You must have noticed. You're all pruny.
That's not to happen, but I can't get my umbrella closed.
My God, how awful.
I'm learning to live with it.
Yeah, I bet it's not easy. People can be so cruel.
How would you know? Your umbrella folds up.
Umbrellas aren't the only prejudices people have, you know.
Freddie.
Sorry, I was just reaching for the gear shift. Right to the door.
Ready? Somewhere out there, the angel of death's just been cheated, and I have a feeling he's really pissed, and I'm not going to give him a second chance.
Wait a minute. You're not driving with an amateur, Benjamin. I'm a professional racer, for God's sake.
Hey, I got a good idea. Why don't you and I go into business together, selling off shares of your life insurance premiums?
Benjamin, your taste is in your navel.
How about $1,000's worth, just for me?
Kiss off. Anybody hurt? I guess not.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault.
I was very far too fast.
No, I shouldn't have stepped back without looking that way.
Is this your...
Oh. It's okay. Won't need it when it stops raining.
Can you give me a...
Oh. Sorry.
Oh. Thanks for saving me. It's crystal wine again.
The least I could do after dumping you in that puddle.
You're an American.
You're not.
Well, thanks for everything.
Say, if you're not doing anything tonight...
Oh, I'll be in Paris.
How about when you get back?
Why not? My name's Jackie Howard. I work for Time Europe. Call me on Friday.
Call you Friday.
Again. Oh, Mr. Brownie, just look at you. You're wet from head to toe. You're bound to catch pneumonia.
I already have pneumonia, Margaret. What about the phone call?
Well, if it hadn't sounded terribly important, you know I wouldn't have called you.
He insisted that he see you today, but he wouldn't say why. I tried desperately to find out, but he wouldn't even tell me his name. Only that the meeting was important and terribly urgent.
Okay, why don't you go into lunch? Oh, here. It's raining.
Do you want to have it recovered again?
No, I think it's all over. Take it out and shoot it.
Orthodox funeral?
It's not bad, Margaret. Orthodox funeral. Pretty good.
Benjamin Browning? My name is Quimby Charles. I spoke with your secretary.
Oh. Have a fruit. Have a seat. I brought a bad cold. I'm nursing. Not doing a very good job at it.
What can I do for you?
I want to buy protection for someone.
See? Primary complication, as I see it, Mr. Charles, is that I'm not in the protection business. I'm an investigator. Perhaps I can recommend a good security service for you.
I want you, Mr. Browning, because I know you'll do it right. And I know you'll be discreet.
You know my work?
I know your work permit. It would be a shame if it were not renewed just when you were beginning to do so well.
Are you in organized crime?
I'm in Parliament.
601.
This is her name and address. I have reason to believe she's in serious danger. I'd like you to start immediately.
Her, huh?
No questions, Mr. Browning. Just protection. The threat should be over within a few days. A week at the most. I'll contact you.
Can I borrow your umbrella? Miss Elliott?
Elliot? Hello? Hello? Miss Elliot? Hello? Is anybody home? Hello? Hello? Miss Elliot?
No, young fella, I'm afraid there's no mistake. According to your file here, that was definitely your NTT.
What's an NTT?
Natural termination time. Now, if you just sign here.
What am I signing?
You're acknowledging that you are dead and you agree to all the terms and conditions thereof.
I was afraid of something like that. I don't feel dead.
A mere technicality, Mr. Browning. You are definitely DAD.
DAD?
Dead as a doornail. That paper makes it official. Unfortunately, you are also marginal material. Anyway, my name is Mr. Higgins, and I'm your counselor. We had it before Star Wars. You are currently at the Intermediate Destination Evaluation Facility, where it will be determined whether or not you will go up to your ultimate reward or down to eternal damnation. To help us make this determination, you will be given a final assessment assignment before moving on. And that means you have to go back.
Go back?
Your final assessment assignment is to go back and solve your own murder.
Solve my own murder.
This is not a wedding ceremony, Mr. Browning. You are not obligated to repeat everything I say. Apparently, an innocent man has been charged with your murder, as well as the murder of a Miss Patricia Elliott. His name is Quimby Charles.
That's the man who hired me. That's not the man who hired me. Socialite and lover. That son of a bitch set me up.
Please watch your language, Mr. Browning. Remember where you are. Take this down to RRDD, which is the second door on the left down the hall.
What's it for?
For returnable. You certainly can't go back in your own body.
Huh. Why not?
It has a hole in it.
Huh.
Mrs. Thorpe?
Please sit down, Mr. Browning.
A message for new arrivals. This is the last day you can register for the stained glass class. And don't forget, you Ultra Sports, Coach Diogenes is still looking for a few good volleyball players.
779. Right number. Welcome. Just follow the red line.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Due to lack of interest, the Astral Projection Society has canceled tonight's screening of Hell is for Heroes.
Just follow that red line.
But I've been there.
Just
People have
follow
been
the
sending
red
me
line.
there.
How'd you die?
Well, I don't feel like discussing it. It's kind of personal.
Right.
My vacuum cleaner.
Computer identification number?
Pardon?
I said computer identification number.
I didn't know I had one.
Just follow that red line.
BJB779.
Just follow the red line.
7 months. Maybe 6 if you're not picky about sex. Next.
Hold it. Hold it. You don't understand. I have to go back now. Today. Right now.
These bastards would write so somebody could read it.
Just follow that red line.
Mr. Higgins thinks you should watch your language up here.
You want to know what Mr. Higgins can do?
I don't think so, no.
Just follow the red line.
An immediate return means an LGR.
LGR?
Lower grade returnable. Anthropoid, bovine, equine, rodent,
Excuse me.
marsupial, hypoderm,
Hello?
crustacean,
Excuse me.
canine.
Wait a minute. Those are animals. I'm not going back as an animal. I want a person. I have an assignment. I have to solve a murder and get an innocent man out of jail. Now, how can I do that as an animal?
I have a dog, small mongrel due to be hit by a garbage truck in 45 seconds.
I want to see Mr. Higgins. He didn't say anything to me about animals.
Mr. Higgins suggested you go back as a rat.
Bastard.
I just love the way you say that.
Uh-oh.
You come with me into the back room,
Uh-oh.
and we're going to make sure you don't go
Here's
back
the phone.
to
Well, hey, what about...
with some little rat.
Hey, yeah, what about the garbage truck and the dog?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be another one along soon. You're not really in that much of a hurry, are you?
Yes, I'm in a hurry. Big hurry. Very big hurry. The garbage truck. Right now. Right away, for sure. Can we do that?
All right. But I'll be waiting for you when you get back.
Holy shit! That was close. Jesus, that was close. Well, great. It's amazing how much bigger everything is from down here. Well, not everything. It's terrific. They left me the cold. Probably have worms, too. Oh, cute and fluffy to the rescue. How the hell am I going to get around London? Wait a minute. This doesn't look like London. Looks like Paris. How the hell am I going to get to London?
I'll call you tonight. Will you be in London or the country house?
London.
Sorry.
Do you know my new number?
Yes. And remember, Jackie, 666, or it won't sell 10 copies.
Just get the contracts drawn. We'll talk about sex later.
Don't tease me, Jackie. You know how I feel about you.
Like a father.
I'll try and remember that.
Bernie? You're giving me a fantastic opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Just write a good book. I'll call you tonight.
Making up to me. I don't like dogs that bite.
You tried to throw me out. What choice did I have?
What am I going to do with you?
Well, you could, not that, or we could be in deep perverted trouble. Thank you. Thank you. I tell you, but you wouldn't believe it, so it doesn't matter.
How about if I just call you BJ for short?
Don't say short. I'm pretty sensitive about my height. This is perfect. You're headed right where you need to go. Just take left at the next street and... Excuse me, the other left? Give me a break. Think about my short, stubby little legs and how tired they're going to be if they have to walk all the way across London. Now, one more chance. Take a left right here and we'll still be all right. Okay, that did it. I can see that we're going to have to separate. Not that I want you, mind you. I mean, we've hardly given it a fair chance, but I've got this job to do, and anyway, what can it all come to? Another time, another place. Let's face it, I'm a dog now, and you're still a person. Granted, one of the most wonderful persons I've ever known, but I mean, really, what can it come to? You don't happen to know any foxy little poodles, do you?
Miss Howard, did you have a nice trip? How was Paris?
Terrific. Warm for this time of year, actually. Oh, would you get my suitcase from the boot and I'll get the dog? BJ? BJ?
Please. This is hard enough without tears. One lousy left turn. She couldn't make one left turn. What is this? Great. Pink scarf. Why do women insist on doing things like this? What am I going to do with this? Untie it? Got enough of an identity crisis without some woman's pink scarf. Okay, now we're looking good. Racist. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, hi. Maybe you remember me. I was killed here. Thank you. Enjoyed it. Simple no would have been just fine. 2 for 2. So much for the direct approach. Wait a minute. There's got to be another way. Once there was a way. That's it. Wait a minute. I like cats. At least I used to.
Oh, it's you. Higgins told me you were coming.
I know that voice. I know that voice.
It's me, dummy. Kitty, kitty. I'm a returnable, too.
Freddie?
I'm afraid so.
You mean I can hear you think?
The Lord works in mysterious ways. But then doesn't everybody up there?
What happened?
Oh, you won't believe this, but about 6 blocks from where I left you the other day, I took this shortcut through this one-way alley, and, well, I never guessed a truck that big could get into an alley that small. My car looks like a bottle cap. They had to take me to the returnable desk in a baggie.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, Patricia Elliott's kitchen window is the one with the porcelain albatross on the sill.
Freddie.
The latch is broken, so there's no problem getting in.
No, Freddie.
I went up there to steal some food from a refrigerator this morning. A little bitey poo. But everything's rotted since she died. Well, I gotta run. I just love your big brown eyes.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye, Freddie.
Maybe I'll see you later. If you see Higgins, tell him never mind about sending the rats. I tried one of them, and I just don't like them.
That is truly awful. This lady is very unusual. Was very unusual. I had some idea what I was looking for. Where are the people? I need pictures of people. She was killed on the 15th, so why is this thing turned to the 16th? Uh-huh. There is no 15th. That page is missing. I need a clue. And a pair of hands. Higgins, you are an asshole. Now we're getting somewhere. Phone numbers, the things leads are made of. 246-8026. Okay. 226. Shit. Thanks for the fingers. Okay. I'll pencil them out trick. Cool.
Gallery.
Never heard of it.
Hello? This is the Needham Gallery. Hello? Hello? I beg your pardon. Hello? Hello? Why are you breathing so hard? Is this an obscene
Well, to start, I wonder where the Needham Gallery is. Must be a phone book around here somewhere. That's funny. I don't remember.
And I'm not at all sure that I should be doing this. I can't afford any trouble from Scotland Yard. I've already had to increase my security budget on this thing. My tenants are on edge, and I just want it all to go away. Well, surely you can understand that. I mean, if there's anything amiss, I know they'll make a big fuss.
Mr. Easton, please. I assure you I'll leave nothing amiss. I'll be very quick. And you have absolutely nothing to be concerned about. PJ? What are you doing here?
Oh, my God. I had no idea she had a dog. All animals are supposed to be registered with the office. Scotland Yard will think I was withholding something.
I don't think so.
Beg your pardon?
I don't think he belonged to Patricia Elliott.
He's here in a locked flat. How could you conclude otherwise?
He was in Paris this morning.
Surely you're mistaken. How could a dog get from Paris to London?
I brought him.
And then he's your dog?
No, he isn't.
Then he must be Miss Elliott's.
No, I don't think so.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
I don't either.
That makes 3 of us.
I wish you could talk.
That's not the half of what I wish.
Where's my pink scarf?
Excuse me?
Nothing.
I'm having it Martinized. Are you working this story for what, the Inquirer? Or?
I'll call Scotland Yard and see if they want me to send him to the animal shelter or what.
Animal shelter?
The Slammer.
Well, why didn't I just take him home with me?
Oh, my goodness, no. That would be impossible. One doesn't deceive Scotland Yard and get away with it. They may not believe me even now, but I'd rather face the music today with an honest mistake than tomorrow with deception written all over my face. I just couldn't. Oh, my.
I love that chair.
Hello, Margaret. Cancel everything for the rest of the day and take all calls. Gotta do some thinking.
Excuse me. Is Mr. Shackleton in?
I'm Mr. Shackleton. Mr. Browning always thought it looked better to have two names on the door. He said ours had a nice ring together.
Look, I'm sorry. I know this is a terrible time, but I just wanted to ask you a few questions. And I'd like to see Mr. Browning's office, if that's at all possible. Oh, I'm writing a book. Or rather, I'm going to write a book about what happened. Or rather, why it happened.
It's my fault, you know. It's all my fault. The man on the telephone made it sound so urgent. I thought I was doing the right thing, but Mr. Browning wasn't even coming in that morning until I called him. He was in bed with a terrible cold.
You can't blame yourself.
Yes, I can.
I'm sure it would have happened anyway. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that quite. Is this Mr. Browning? Oh, my God.
What's the matter?
I know him. Knew him.
What's your name?
Jackie Howard.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
What, my name?
That you knew him. You'd be in the book.
Oh, no, we only just met. Must have been the day that he was... Oh, it was pouring with rain, and I was chasing for this bus, and we sort of collided. He was carrying this really funny little red umbrella, which I managed to fall on top of and totally demolish. Oh. I didn't even know his name.
You'd like to see his office?
Oh, I'd like that.
He wanted people to think he was hard and unyielding, but he was just a puppy at heart.
I don't believe it.
Oh, it's true. Is this your dog? Miss Howard?
Beginning to drive me crazy.
I know exactly how you feel.
What are you doing here?
You needed some cough medicine. What are you doing here?
This isn't cough medicine, it's brandy.
So I lied.
You may be a better story than the one I'm writing.
I think I am the one you're writing.
Miss Howard, are you all right?
Oh. You've no idea how strange this is.
I see.
Whatever Everywhere I go, he turns up.
I was here first.
Does he have something to do with your book?
No.
Yes. Wait a minute. Book? I thought you wrote for Time.
No, the book is, well, it's not so much about the actual murders themselves. It's about the lives of 3 people, their feelings, their emotions, the events that brought them together and eventually led to such a tragic end. Why, for example, would a socially prominent designer and art aficionado who's engaged to a prominent member of Parliament be having an affair with an unprominent, struggling private detective?
He wasn't struggling. And there was no affair. The newspapers made that up. He didn't even know Patricia Elliott. Unless, like you, he met her that day.
How do you know?
Because she wasn't on the list.
What list was that?
I kept a list of Mr. Browning's current lady friends.
It wasn't a list. It's just a couple of names.
In case something turned up. I could always reach him at any hour of the day or whenever I needed to.
See?
Would you like to see it?
Yes. I need to talk to anyone who ever knew any one of the 3 involved.
Oh, yeah? Me too. You mind if I,
Al, if you're planning any more surprises, after I leave here, I'm going home. Stanley Towers, you know where that is. Well, the label says it has everything you need for a happy and healthy life.
I'm gonna be sick.
Well, go on, eat it.
Eat it? I wouldn't sit in it.
It's that or nothing.
You want to bet? Yeah. Oh, jolly good. Now we'll have a proper meal. Good wine. If that's what I think it is. I'm going to turn around, go back to the kitchen, and eat my dinner. Later.
Yeah!
Serves you right.
No regrets.
Mr. Charles, thank you for seeing me.
Howard? How'd you manage that? Dogs are not allowed. Seems they had an unfortunate experience with one that liked to eat prison officers.
I had special permission. That's why we have so much company. I had hoped you might recognize him.
Why ever would you have that?
There was reason to believe that he belonged to Patricia Elliott.
Patricia didn't have a dog.
Why would you think she did?
I found him locked up in her apartment.
Miss Howard, there is a condition to this interview.
Oh.
Yes. My spies tell me that you were a good writer, an honest writer, and most importantly, a thorough writer. You do a lot of research.
I try.
If I consent to this interview, I want my lawyers to have access to that research. Notes, tapes, photographs, anything that pertains to the case.
Why wasn't I told this before I went to the trouble to come here?
Because I wanted you to hear the reason why from me.
Not that much you've accomplished. I'm listening.
I didn't kill Patricia Elliott. I want both to clear myself of that charge and have the guilty party found. Your research might inadvertently turn up something that would help. It's as simple as that.
Your fingerprints were found on the murder weapon.
It was a kitchen knife. I did most of the cooking.
Then you were living with her?
I spent a great deal of time there.
How did you meet her?
The condition was hard.
I agree.
Good. I've only one more question. Is he always so attentive to conversations?
But you were to be the next Prime Minister.
It's possible. If the old man stepped down, if the party remained in power, the way things are, both are big ifs.
Especially if you're convicted.
As I said, Miss Howard, I did most of the cooking. I did none of the killing.
Well, so far my research could be summarized as follows. I'm told that Quimby Charles is innocent of killing Patricia Elliott, who wasn't having an affair with a private detective who didn't even know her. Well, if that's all true, then I don't have a story. If I don't have a story, then I have no book, and if I have no book, then it's back to Time magazine. And I just want the little person inside this machine to know that that really pisses me off. That was a really shitty thing to say, wasn't it?
Yeah. But, on the money. Check the oil?
All right. The phone number on the calendar. Interesting how great minds work together. Excuse me? Excuse me? Hey, what are you closing the window for? It's not raining.
I'm afraid you'll just have to sit this one out, kid.
What? Hey, wait a minute. I'm an art lover.
Mr. Edgware, I'm Jacqueline Howard. I spoke to you on the phone.
Oh, yes. About Miss Elliott.
Yes.
Would you like some champagne? She always attended our shows. Oh, look at that. Look at that Montanero. Isn't that very, very Montanero indeed? And this one on your left. Montanero was one of her favorites, you know. In fact, it was she who gave him his start when she bought his matched pair, Adam and Eve. I'll see you later. Hello, thank you for coming. Look, here we are.
Would you like to meet him?
Yes, I would indeed.
Geoffrey, are you avoiding me? Lady Chalmers, there you are. I want you to meet Miss Howard. She's writing a novel about the Patricia Elliott tragedy. Patricia was redecorating Lady C's flat when...
Yes, she was right in the middle of my vestibule. I don't know what to do. I'm bereft.
Sorry.
Well, I'll go and see if I can find our artist while you ladies chat.
Doesn't he use dreadful cologne? Still, he never fails to draw a glittering crowd. Oh, look, the Octavia sisters. Do you know about the Octavia sisters? Of course you do. Everybody knows the Octavia sisters. There's Pamela Natwick. She came with 2 men.
Do you happen to know Quimby Charles?
Darling, I know everyone. What was that? Ooh, a dog.
That makes 2 of us.
Now, you embarrass me one more time, and you're going to find your cute, fluffy little tail locked up in the nearest animal shelter. Got it? Sure you have.
Jesus. I don't like being cute. I don't like being fluffy. And I want some friggin' hands.
Anyway, I could count on selling at least one of my pieces every time she did someone's flat. And then, quite suddenly, she just dropped out of sight. But, why don't we discuss it over cocktails?
Please continue.
I really should get back to my mingling. That's what I'm supposed to do with these things, mingle.
What do you mean she just dropped out of sight?
I'm sorry. I really must pull myself away. Shall we say late candlelit snack in my place?
No. Let's say an early floodlit dinner at mine. 7 o'clock.
Isn't he wonderful? I just love to get into his knickers. Not so, of course, with Lord Heathwit. Still, he wants to meet you, said can't do any harm. He's 27th in line with the Crown, you know. Darling man. Blows bubbles when he talks, poor dear. Oh, look! Alistair Beckett. He's going to be the next Prime Minister, you know. Owing to Quimby's little indiscretion. They're all so boring. It'd be so nice to have someone who's good-looking. Now, come along. Alistair! Good to see you again.
Yes.
Lady Chalmers. We were introduced by Lady Orcutt.
Of course.
I believe you met her in Switzerland. She said she found you shushing down a slope. That is the right word, isn't it? Shushing. Sounds so naughty.
Excuse me. How do you do? I'm Alistair Beckett.
I know.
Oh, I do apologize. This is Jacqueline Howard. She's writing a book about Patricia and Quimby and that detective.
Oh? What kind of book?
But you don't have to understand it. You just have to feel it.
I do feel it. That's why we're leaving.
I love it. I absolutely love Montreal. I mean, really.
Well, Mommy always said nice girls don't get themselves in that position.
Swell.
I just can't put my finger on it.
I wouldn't primitive idea. Like squirt water, then plastic into a plant.
I mean, what is he? I just don't understand.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Don't mind if I do.
The truth is, there's nothing much. I actually met her at one of these showings. She was,
What the hell are you looking at? You've never seen me in this suit.
BJ, come here.
Is that your dog?
On occasion. Anyway, you were saying that you met Patricia Elliott at one of these showings. How long ago was that?
I'm terribly sorry. I really must go. Perhaps we can continue this some other time.
Hey, come on, let go of me. I've got to follow. What's his name? Who is that? Let go of my neck. Hey, come on. Damn it.
You're becoming more trouble than you're worth. And when I tell you to stay somewhere, you're either going to stay or we're going to have to make some other arrangements. Do you understand? Do you? What? Oh!
What does it take to get thrown out of this place?
Oh my God, look!
Oh, shit! Dig, but dumb.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were following me.
What? Me? A dog?
Oh, come here.
Following you? Sorry, I gotta be running along now. I'll see you later. Hey, let go! This son of a bitch is crazy, or he knows something. Ooh, let go. You're strangling me. I had a stranger's feeling. This could be the end of the line. Again. Hello.
Did you let him go?
What?
Did you wait a minute? Let me explain, madam.
He's got to be crazy. How could he know anything? Either way, he's dangerous. Oh, shit, I don't need this.
I just want a list of her clients. I won't touch anything but the files, I promise. I mean, you could even get the list for me.
I said no one, and that includes me. They were very upset about the dog getting away, and they've sealed the flat shut. No one is allowed inside until after the trial.
Dear Mom, it all started when I was laying in bed with this cold.
Insomuch as you've probably heard that sort of language before, I shan't repeat it. Suffice it, they've said no.
Bernie, I need that client list.
Then I suggest you find someone who has friends at the yard. Insomuch as this is now on the best-selling list, I only have enemies.
I saw Quimby Charles today.
So?
I believe he's innocent.
Don't get distracted, Jackie.
He's very convincing.
Of course. He's a politician. Goes with the job.
You're a cynic.
How could I possibly get to my age without becoming one? Besides...
I know. He goes with the job.
Oh, hello. If you're looking for Mr. Hoppa, I believe he's in Detroit, Chicago, and Miami. Well, easy for you to say.
George, have you seen that little dog that was with me this morning?
No? Is he lost again?
I haven't the faintest idea. If he turns up, would you let him in and buzz me?
So you see, it's just a matter of communication. Even with vast differences between two individuals, it's, you know what I mean, man. There can still be shared experiences, a meeting of the minds. And if you have a mind, I'd certainly like to meet it. Hey, this is it. This is my place, so let's take a lunch together, maybe for business. And so long. Close the door, George. Close the door, please.
Where have you been?
thank you very much. But I can't help but wonder why you chose this subject.
Well, it's not really the story of the tragedy itself, but more the story behind the tragedy. Whatever that is.
I beg your pardon?
Do you believe Quimby Charles is guilty?
I suppose that question is best left to a jury. I actually hadn't given it much thought.
Well, not to be impertinent, Mr. Beckett, but that's a bit difficult to believe. Hasn't the entire affair more or less guaranteed your trip to number 10 Downing Street?
My, Miss Howard, propriety is not one of your virtues.
My apologies.
Accepted. Now, how else can I help?
Did you know Patricia Elliott?
Not really, just passing acquaintances. But we did know a lot of the same people, so if I or my office can be of any assistance with your research, please don't hesitate to call me.
That's very kind, thank you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Beckett cannot be disturbed before 11 o'clock.
This is his think time.
He told me to interrupt him whenever I needed his help, and I need it now.
I'm sorry, it's out of the question. You may leave your name or come back later, or whatever you like.
Oh, hello. I didn't know we'd be seeing each other again so soon.
I need a small favor. If you'd rather, I'll come back later.
No. Please come in. Hold my course. Your dog?
Sort of.
Cute?
And fluffy.
Please, have a seat.
Well, what can I do for you?
Maybe nothing, I don't know. Scotland Yard has impounded Patricia Elliott's flat, and I need very much to take a look at her client files.
I can't stand
To
it.
set up interviews.
Montanero's left us droppings
I
all
just
over
see
the
the
place.
names and addresses and phone numbers, and, well, I thought maybe you might know someone who knew someone.
I see. Malcolm, would you come in, please?
Yes, sir.
My assistant is good at this sort of thing. He can probably come up with something. Miss Howard, this is Malcolm Bart.
Yes, I met Mr. Bart at the gallery yesterday.
Nice to see you again. Did you enjoy the show?
Yes, it was, different.
Miss Howard is writing a book about Quimby, Patricia Elliott, and that detective. The murders and all that.
Yes, I know. She told me yesterday.
Wait a minute. Jeffrey said she was somewhere in Switzerland, but...
Montenero, you know, was one of her favorites. It was she who gave him his start when she bought his matched pair, Adam and Eve.
I believe you met her in Switzerland. She said she found you shushing down the slopes.
I want to buy protection for someone. You wanted to buy a motive, you son of a bitch. But why? Well, then there should be no problem. I should have an answer by tomorrow.
Good. Check with me around mid-morning. We should know where we are by then.
And anything worth seeing will be gone by then, right?
Well, I really appreciate it. I just hope I can return the favor.
No return necessary, Miss Howard. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. DJ, come on.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Will you cut that out?
Sorry. Didn't recognize the tail.
Smooth talker.
Adam and Eve. No question about it. Just like I've always pictured them. Now, what am I looking for, and where would it be? Hello. I'd forgotten about the self-closing closet. Somebody had to be in there. Bart. That's why. No wonder he's crazy. He watched the dog make a phone call. Terrific. Why couldn't his name be Alistair Zuki?
I'm sorry, Mr. Browning. I didn't mean to startle you.
Mr. Higgins, what are you doing here?
Why don't you stand up?
Hands. All right. Higgins, I love you. You don't know how much I needed this.
I'm afraid it's only temporary. Just while I'm here. Makes it easier for conversation.
Should have known. You haven't answered my question. Why are you here?
I thought you would like to know about the mix-up.
No, Beckett. There was something in here and that creep took it. What mix-up?
It's highly unusual, and I don't understand how it happened, but the clerk at RRDD gave you a limited returnable. It has to be back by noon tomorrow.
That bitch. All she wants is a good...
Please, Mr. Browning. We understand the problem. We just haven't been able to find the proper solution.
Well, I'm not it. And I'm not leaving till I finish.
I'm afraid you have little choice, unless you want to remain here until the dog's natural termination time.
I don't believe this. Things are just beginning to happen. Pieces are finally fitting together.
I am sorry, Mr. Browning.
This is not a time for confession. This is a time for action. Go get me an extension or something. Now, I gotta run. Turn the lights off when you leave.
Hello? What?
I said I have your dog. It seems the security guard found him wandering the halls last night. That's the one, cute and fluffy.
Kiss my scooper.
Fine.
Mr. Beckett, your 9 o'clock appointment is here.
Thank you. When Miss Howard arrives, the dog will be in Bart's office.
This aggravation. Oh, I can hardly even rest. Can't get my book written. And now I'm even talking to myself.
Good morning. Oh, Mr. Bart. Mr. Beckett asked that you join him. He wants you to meet the ambassador.
There's got to be something incriminating around here, something tangible I can show somebody. Jeez, normal, everyday business. I don't get it. Wonder what he'd do if one of his birthday presents was a bloody kitchen knife.
Hey! BJ, you in there? Mr. Bart. Ow! Oh, I'm sorry. Did BJ do all this? You know, he's been nothing but trouble ever since the first time. Oh, today Mr. Beckett's birthday.
I think you'd better go.
Maybe he'd like a dog for a present. Oh. No, I'm really very sorry about all this.
Hello, Jackie.
Oh, I'm just so embarrassed. I hope we haven't been too much trouble.
Oh, no real trouble. Well, Malcolm should have an answer from Scotland Yard this morning. Why don't we meet for lunch and I'll give you the verdict?
Thank you, I'd love to.
Good. How about Chez Riviere, 12:30?
Perfect. I'll buy you a birthday drink.
Birthday drink?
Well, yes, isn't today your birthday?
Not even close. My birthday's March the 3rd, 3-3.
Oh, I thought I saw a note in there. I must have misread it. So I'll buy you a non-birthday drink.
I accept.
Thanks a lot, Hermione.
Oh, do be careful, Mr. Browning. You know we're not in one of the better parts of our London.
Bloody nutcase. So what does this place have to do with Beckett's birthday, which was 6 months ago? Or 6 months from now, depending on how you want to look at it. Probably nothing. That's stupid. It's got to mean something. Why would Bart make a note about a birthday a half a year from the date in question? Post office. Beckett's birthday? Nah. Why not? Because it's too obvious, that's why. Not necessarily. Someone would have to see Bart's calendar and know Beckett's birthday was March 3rd. Come down here and find a post office box and then put 2 and 2 together. Or in this case, 3 and 3.
We're giving a lunch, Pop. I said we're giving a lunch, Pop.
Hello in there! Can anyone help me? I need help! Is anyone in there?
Stop that animal! I said stop that animal! Stamps with animals? Yes, I believe we do. But you don't have to shout.
Uh-huh. What the hell is it? Oh, come on. I refuse to believe that the people I'm dealing with are that redundant. Why the hell would anyone write Alp on an Alp? It's that lovey-dovey stuff goes on pendants. Like, I'm yours forever, or Andy loves Polly, or Alistair loves Patricia. Bingo.
Somewhere around here I saw a police photo of the bodies. Now, where the hell was it? Was she wearing that thing when I found her? I can't remember. Come on, Browning, think. But did she have it on that damn police photo? I don't think so. So someone took it off her before that picture was taken. Bart, or Beckett himself. Okay, Alistair loved Patricia. For at least a year in Switzerland is my guess. Which explains the rumors, the painting, and the statues. But Alistair had a family and a political career. And Patricia could ruin both. Especially being engaged in Beckett's #1 political opponent. So, poof. No more Patricia. How do I prove it? I wonder how Beckett would react if a dog showed up with his pendant hanging out of his mouth. Simple. He'd kill the dog. Not if the dog showed up in the middle of lunch at an elegant French restaurant.
Miss Howard? Oh, I shall be right up.
Maybe I should wait and try to get Jackie involved. Nah, too dangerous. Huh, that was quick.
And then to Harrods to pick up a brace of fetters.
Yes, Mum.
I must have it for the parcel.
Yes, Mum.
You know how Jonathan loves us.
Great. Now what?
Now back to heaven, Mr. Browning. I'm afraid your time is up.
I told you before, I'm not going back till I'm through. You sent me down here to do a job, and I'm staying till it's finished. Now go work it out.
Hi, I was a pelican. What were you? Jesus Christ. Really?
Did a little brown dog run back here?
Sure did. Damnedest thing I've ever seen. This couldn't be a real dog. He came running into this alley. He hit that barrel, that can back there, and he went right up the wall. Straight up the wall. And he just kept going right up into the sky. Like Superman or something. You think I'm crazy, don't you? Forget what I just said. Look, don't tell anybody. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Hello, sir? Just forget I said anything about it. May never be the same.
Mr. Browning, there is no more time. Either you come back with me now, or you're going to have
Look, can you guarantee that everything down here is going to work out if I go back?
We don't have that kind of control, Mr. Browning. You know the doctrine of free will. It's a big thing with the boss.
Then tell the boss I'll see him later. There's a guy in jail and a lovely lady depending on a little dog we all know. Now I got a luncheon date. Gotta go.
I can understand the excitement which must surround the writing of one's first book. But I can't help but wonder why you chose this subject.
Actually, it was my publisher's idea.
Your
Miss
pub?
Beckett, would you mind terribly signing this for my little girl?
Not at all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh.
Your publisher's idea?
Yes, he's a close friend and he...
Alistair, great speech. I'm behind you on every point.
Thanks, Bob. I'm sorry.
You're very popular.
Yes, you keep saying that. So you didn't know Patricia Elliott at all?
No, I never met her.
Or Quimby Charles?
No. Not until after I interviewed him after the murders. Well, anyway, my publisher has said for years that she's going to do this for me. As soon as the right subject came along, something really commercial. For him, this was topical and had sex. For me, it seemed to be about some really interesting people.
But if you didn't know the people, how did you know they were...
Where did you come from?
What's that?
I have no idea.
Yes, indeed. I suspected as much.
I beg your pardon?
The big prize. Get Alistair Beckett. He's getting too close to the top. Show no mercy. How much are they paying you?
Who? What the hell are you
What kind of a person does this with someone else's life? You certainly showed no compassion and no integrity. The little games you played. What was Patricia Elliott really like? What drove Patricia Elliott? What were her great passions? Why didn't you have the guts to say what you knew, instead of sneaking around, picking at the edges to see if I'd crack? It's true, you know. It wasn't playtime. I really loved her.
You killed her.
What?
You killed her. You killed Patricia Elliott.
No.
Yes.
No, Miss Howard. Alistair didn't kill Patricia Elliott. I did.
What?
I had to. I spent 12 years getting you ready, and she could have ruined everything. One word from her to Quimby Charles about Switzerland, and we'd be through, you and I. I couldn't let that happen. You will be Prime Minister. England needs you. It was all too important. And it was all perfect. If it hadn't been for that dog. This was my souvenir, in case you ever doubted my loyalty or my value to you. It was safely away in a post office box until... He's the devil, you know. He is. He came here to stop us, you and me, from being Prime Minister. Well, he stopped me, but he won't stop you. He won't stop anything anymore.
No!
Oh, God, no.
Dreadful photograph, don't you think?
I can't stand it. I see her face. Now I'm even hearing her voice.
For goodness sake, don't jump.
Jackie?
Nice to meet you. Officially, that is.
Yahoo!
I can't believe this. How did you get back here as a cat?
Well, I wasn't about to let you be the martyr in this situation. You stay down here for me. The least I could do was to come back and keep you company. And none too soon. A fine mess you would have left me if you jumped in the river.
Oh, I would never have done that. I'm a coward at heart.
Well, now that we're on the same level, so to speak, what do you want me to call you? Benjamin? BJ? Or what?
Not Benjamin. I hate it. BJ. Or some of my friends used to call me Benji.
Better stick with BJ. You're not the, Benji type.